Hurricane Beryl has now made landfall on one of the islands of Grenada. Experts are already calling this an unprecedented storm.
The earliest recorded Category 4 to hit the Atlantic.
There's been nothing like this, really, in recorded history in the Atlantic at this time of year.
Now, in the last hour, Hurricane Beryl has strengthened into a Category 5 hurricane.
This storm went from tropical depression to a major hurricane in only 42 hours. That is really fast.
It's the island of Grenada as Hurricane Beryl sweeps through. Reports from the tiny island of Carriacou.
To see this level of destruction, it is almost Armageddon-like, complete devastation and destruction of agriculture. As of this moment, communication is still a major problem.
I have never seen this here in my 46 years of life. This is madness. This is where I once lived, and now it's all gone. This is what's left, and
they're traumatized because you would hear them tell you stories of they had invested everything to try and put a home together, and then like this, Beryl took it away.
The weeks and the months ahead as the islanders try to recover what they can.
For persons to go to Carriacou and assist with the cleaning up and the rebuilding of Carriacou, because as I said, they need a lot of help.
Together emergency relief boxes where the people of Grenada to be able to support themselves, and then also for the volunteers of We Love You to be able to take care of themselves.
We just landed here in Grenada and I'm so excited to be here. Thankfully, the Prime Minister wrote to the We Love You Foundation and many volunteers came.
And you could, if you finish all of this, which I doubt you will in 2 weeks, but if you finish, if you're able to.
The ferry leaves at 4 a.m., so we have to take a ferry to the Carriacou Island.
Yeah.
Took an hour-and-a-half long ferry ride, and now we're here at Carriacou. We just landed, and we're about to get a ride over to our destination where we're going to be cleaning up the school.
We're trying to collect all of the debris and kind of divide and sort them, whether it's by stone or by wood. This one's a little bit of the mixed pile, so together we're trying to sweep it all so that we can make it as clean as possible.
Last week there was roughly around 50 members that came, and this week there's close to 50 members.
1, 2, 3, we love you!
Ready to roll and clear up a big chunk of area today. We're very excited. Woo!
As we camped here, we had to figure out how to make that work with no running water, with no power. So right here on this cement platform, I think it used to be a soccer field for the students. This is where we camped out. The first night was the hardest. The wind is very, very strong, so it's blowing over our canopies and our tents. Factoring in the ferry ride of 2 hours to get here, 2 hours to go back, and you have to work in between the hours of the ferry bringing you back home, that only leaves you with about 3 to 4 hours to work. So we decided it's better to rough it a little bit, have no running water, go through that as a camper, and be able to wake up early and to get that much more done in a day.
Behind me is Dover Government School. On the day of the hurricane, the students used this school as a shelter. But unfortunately, because of the hurricane and the strong winds, they all had to move to the library. What we hope to accomplish, and until the end of our trip, is to clear all of this so that the Ministry of Infrastructure and other parties can rebuild the school for the students before September.
We are all aware of what happened recently on July the 1st with Hurricane Beryl, which devastated the north of Grenada and in particular Carriacou and Petit Martinique. It is hard for people to realize what the residents are experiencing, the conditions in which they are currently living.
Just seeing the galvanized flying and the boards, all those things pelting and the bricks falling, it was terrifying. Even for the kids, it was terrifying.
Because like the tire opened and they're just shaking it. I was inside, scared for my life. I experienced one, but not like this. This one is the worst.
Never expected this. You know, I've been through Ivan. It wasn't that personal to me, you know, but now seeing my mom's house completely gone, seeing the school completely.
People that have lost their homes, they've lost their...
It might seem like they don't feeling it, but deep down inside, it's very hurtful to see that a hurricane just come and, you know, just wipe out everything.
I don't know, but it's heartbreaking because this school was here for centuries, since before when I was born. We gotta rebuild stronger and better, you know.
So last night, a lot of the volunteers left in the afternoon hours, and the campers who stayed, we continued to do the volunteer work. The neighbors here that took shelter, they actually started helping us. And there was an older lady, she was like maybe in her 70s. It was very moving because she started picking up rubble herself. And even the little children, they decided to pick up some shovels and move some things around and brooms. It was very heartwarming. It was at the end of the day. It actually gave us even more motivation to even continue and push harder, even though we were, so tired.
So we are preparing a delicious and hot dinner for the disaster relief volunteers. Through this meal, we want to get them to have a lot of energy and strength so that they can continue to help rebuild Carriacou and give hope to the residents there.
Right now, we are preparing the donations that were sent over to Grenada so that the locals can come and grab whatever they need. You can only imagine after the hurricane, they lost many things. If we can just give just something small, I'm sure it would make a little impact in their lives.
This is Ambassador based in Washington.
Ambassador, pleasure to meet you.
Dr. Milici, how are you?
Hello, Doctor. How are you? Sarah, what's best to do tonight? Actually, we're hosting a special concert to bring awareness to climate change.
Tonight's special concert is being hosted in New York.
We are honored to be your host for this virtual concert experience.
And I've been there. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. When you believe, and I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up.
So our hope is that we can at least get more funds and more awareness so that more individuals can support the cause.
We love you.
Much for coming, leaving your jobs, your school, whatever you do in the States, coming here to assist us in this time of immense pressure, disaster, sorrow, pain for residents of Carriacou. But we know we will rebuild with the help of organizations like yours, and we are so grateful that you have decided to come here to help us.
And so, from the bottom of our hearts, we express sincerest thanks to you and your foundation for coming and for assisting us.
I salute you. I greet you with that knowledge that you are selfless in what you are doing. You didn't have to be here. You are here because you take from the depth of your heart, from your own knowledge of experiences and their value, to come and to share your own time, your own energy with us.
So we give thanks for our chairwoman for encouraging us and giving us strength.
My deep appreciation and gratitude to Mrs. ZahngGiljah for the tremendous support with this foundation.
I want to place my thanks and appreciation to you, Madam Chair, for sending a team from WeLoveU's Foundation to be here in Grenada.
Chairwoman ZahngGiljah, we thank you very much for mobilizing this fantastic team of loyal, dedicated persons.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're thankful that you have come to our rescue.
All of this, which I doubt within 2 weeks. But if you finish, you...
Island of Grenada. Stay resilient.
We'll overcome this, and
Carriacou, you're not alone.
And we love you. Will always be with us. We are with you, and we love you. Continue to work together.
Let's rebuild Carriacou.
Never give up.
we can have hope again.
A bright, beautiful future.
We're one global family.
Animal.
Everything will be okay. Cheer up.
We love you, Grenada.
Stay strong. We love you. Hope to see you soon.
We love you.